evening. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're continuing our study of Ephesians chapter 4 through 6. And tonight we're talking about one baptism. We might be. This will work today. I've already been through it. Don't tell me I'm at the, I'm at the end. Mickey, can you go all the way back to the beginning and start at the beginning?
In the beginning.
Yeah. Does anybody like overachievers? I mean, thank you for making things lighthearted as we begin tonight. I love it. I love it. So tonight we're talking about the one baptism. How many times are we to be baptized?
Unless you question.
Okay. All right.
There are times that people have told me, I had a lady, she's in her 70s, to tell me a few years ago, I never repented. So what do I need to do? I said, I would say, if you never repented, you need to believe, repent, confess, and be baptized. She did.
And do you know there is a lot of people who feel that way? And I can't tell you, and I know I'm sure you've experienced a lot of those people as well who sit later on in life and they're sitting there going, I don't know. I don't know if I did it for the right reasons. I mean, that was back when I was 10 years old, 12 years old. I just don't know. Now understand, you might have known the right things to say. You might have known the right things to do, but you still question in your heart. If you ever wake up and you're sitting there going, I am not 100% sure that my calling and election sure, why not make sure you can do that? I have zero problem with somebody coming up saying, hey, I want to be baptized because I'm not sure what I did a long time ago was right or for the right reasons. Or I had a young lady talk to me not too long ago, and she was like, you know, I was baptized in the Baptist church, and she said, you know, as I've learned more, I realized that I was supposed to be baptized for the remission of my sins. And I've told myself all along that that's what I did way back there. But she said, no, I don't know if I did. She said, I want to know. Why would we even hesitate if we're sitting back there not knowing to make sure we know? Because understand, only one of them counts, doesn't it? Only one counts. But the other time you're just getting wet. And it could have been the first time, it could be, but all I want to know is for sure. And what a blessing. That's right.
But as far as baptisms, in the Christian dispensation that we live in now, there's one baptism.
Yes.
That is the baptism for the remission of sins.
Yes.
And yet throughout that period of the Bible, the children of Israel were baptized in the Red Sea when the water, as you was talking last week, was up on both sides.
Yes.
Cloud over there. There was the baptism of the Holy Spirit, the baptism of John, and then the baptism of Christ.
Yes. Yes. And those are the ones we have. They also have baptism of fire, which is the baptism of being eternally lost. All right, so you messed up all my fun, but that's okay. I was sitting here. What I was going to say, and you really did an excellent job, and also you got to a point I wasn't planning to cover tonight of somebody who wanted to be baptized to make sure that they were right, even though they'd been baptized before. And I'm going to tell you, that is something I don't think we feel comfortable enough talking about often, and we should. Because at the end of the day, I want to make sure all of y'all go to heaven. And I think we want that for each other. And so I think that's a blessing. But what I was going to say.
Go ahead, Trent.
Do y'all know, thank you for turning it back over to me. Do y'all know that I've been baptized hundreds of times? Would that bother you? What is the definition of baptized? To be immersed. I've been immersed underwater probably thousands of times. Why did I'm glad Doug Lindsay didn't baptize me, because he'd be like, hold on, let's just hold him under another minute or two. I know, thanks. I know. I see how it is. But the question should be how many times we'd be baptized into Christ. And that was the whole point that Jeff made is there's only one baptism into Christ. And even though you might do it twice to make sure only one of them counted. Is it okay to be sprinkled or poured? It's not, is it? It does. It means to immerse. And the other thing that people will use the excuse of is, hey, when it says baptizo, that kind of covers a wide range of things. But you know, there's other Greek words that are used in the Bible for sprinkling and pouring. Rantizo means sprinkling, and chio means pouring. It doesn't say repent and be rantizo into Christ. It doesn't say repent and be chio into Christ. It says repent and be baptizo into Christ. To be immersed, to bury, to plunge under. And we have to remember that's what it means. Why, when they translated the Bible, did they use the word baptism? Because when you're translating the Greek, usually they will go with the English meaning. But instead of translating, it's transliteration. Because they didn't want, at that time, in 1611, when they're translating the King James Version, they're looking at it going, we got people out there pouring, we got people sprinkling,